This week on Northwest Cooks, Ryan Day is going to be here from the Widmer Gasthaus. Now, they make great beer, and we'll be sampling some of that in the show, but they're also going to be making for us the cheese fondue with beautiful Swiss cheese. They're going to make the goulash on top of spatzel, and we're going to polish it all off with a beautiful key lime pie. There's beer, there's cooking, there's food. Oh, I've got my apron on, which means it must be time to sizzle. Welcome to this week's episode of Northwest Cooks. I'm Nick Miles, and we are in our Bradley Design and Education Center, everywhere to get your Wolf and Sub-Zero products. And today we're going a little bit European. Ryan is with us. You are the chef down at Widmer Gasthaus.
That's correct.
Or how would you say it in German? Gasthaus? Or?
Yeah, or the Gasthaus.
Gasthaus. The Gasthaus. There is a lot more to sausage down there than you would think. They have lots of exciting dishes for a good time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Come down there and grab some great beer that we brew right on premise,
right,
and pick up some great food.
Now, what sort of stuff is on the menu?
We have a German-American fare, so we have schnitzels and goulash, which is what we're making today, with some fondue. But we also have burgers and steaks and just kind of all the American stuff. We are located on the corner of North Russell and North Interstate. So it's right down in the industrial zone down there, but you can't miss the big brewery. It's just a big brick building.
Just follow your nose, probably.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
food and the smell of brewing beer. Now, we're going to make 3 dishes on the show today. We're going to start off, we've got everything to go here for a fondue, right?
That's correct.
Regular fondue, anything special about the fondue?
It's a Swiss fondue. We make it with our own beer, so it's kind of our own little recipe down there.
Now, beer is so much more than a breakfast drink, as you can see.
Exactly.
What's the second dish we're going to make?
We're going to make a goulash with spätzle. It's kind of a German-themed dish.
And, of course, everybody loves goulash. And then we're going to finish it off with something that's a little more Americana, right?
Yep, exactly. And it's a dessert we sell a lot of down at Widmer, and it's a key lime pie. Okay, first we're going to start with chopping up a shallot, and then we're going to add the shallot and some minced garlic with some butter. And then we have some shredded Swiss cheese over here that we're going to mix in at the end. And
a little salt and pepper, and, of course, your rye bread to go
Yep,
on.
exactly. So we're going to go ahead and mince up the shallot. So we're going to get the butter melted a little bit faster. We're going to throw the shallots in there.
Now, this is going to begin to sizzle, right?
Yep, absolutely. If we can get it up a little bit, go ahead and grab the garlic here. Throwing about a tablespoon of each. And we're just going to sweat that. We don't want it caramelized. We don't want any color. So we just want to get the flavor out there.
Until it's iridescent.
Right,
That time.
exactly.
Okay. And then we're going to add some other ingredients.
So once you got all the garlic and the shallots sweated out, we're going to go ahead and grab some Drifter, which is one of our summer brews from Widmer. We're going to go ahead and pour that whole 12 ounces
12
in there.
ounces in here. Oh, look at that.
I'm using Drifter because it's a nice crisp beer. It has some hoppy flavor. It goes really well with the wine and the cheese.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and if you want to go pour 16 ounces of that wine.
Now this needs to come to the boil?
Yep, so we're going to turn it up on high for now and bring it to a nice rolling boil.
While this is coming to a boil and we're getting on with our nice Swiss cheese fondue, take a look at this.
Hi, Mark Burnett, Cisco, Portland with your cooking tip of the day. Whenever I can, I try to get my daughters involved in cooking, get them prepping the meal, and that way they kind of take more ownership of it. So Katie Rose and I are going to talk about how you can tell where the tender part of the asparagus is. And basically, all you do is just take each end and just break it, just like that. Good job. And this is now the nice tender piece, and this is the woody stuff that you can throw away, or some people use it as a soup stock and that kind of thing. But that's it, and that's our cooking tip of the day. Mark Burnett, Cisco, Portland.
So we put into this pot our shallot, we put in our onions, our butter, and now we've added our beer and our wine. It's boiling away. Next thing to go in?
So the next thing to go in, first thing you want to do is turn your heat way down low. So so it doesn't scorch the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, so you turn your heat down low, then we can grab the Swiss, and at Widmer we use processed Swiss because there's flour in there, so it helps it from breaking, because that's a big problem you have. And then we're just going to go ahead and pour all that stuff in there.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, I can give you a hand.
Oh, look at all that cheesy goodness.
Oh yeah. Our biggest thing is you always want to keep it stirring, so that it doesn't burn at all. And then once the cheese is all melted, it'll get nice and liquidy, and then we're just going to put it with the bread. And
amazing. How simple is that?
Right. Perfect.
We're almost ready to pour that out in the dish, right?
Yep. You just want to get rid of all the lumps first, and just let that melt. And then right at the end, we're going to add some salt and some white pepper.
Salt and pepper?
Yep. Salt and pepper, like a teaspoon of each, just a pinch. Just get flavor in there.
All right.
Then we'll just go ahead and ladle this right in.
That looks perfect to soak up all of the bread. And then that goes in the middle there now.
That goes in the middle.
Tell me, what are we going to make next?
We're going to make some goulash with spätzle.
And then onto the key lime pie
And then
after
onto
that?
the key lime pie, yep.
Ooh, goulash and spätzle coming up on Northwest Cooks when we return.